Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Ria here, and today's video is going to be about BPA, Business Process Automation, which is the second component of SAP Build. In my previous video on SAP Build, I have showed you user interface for SAP Build apps, and I also showed you how we are going to use it to develop apps quickly without coding. Okay, so today I'm going to show you what is the second component of SAP Build, that is BPA. The third component is SAP Build Work Zone. So once we complete the theory part and learning SAP Build apps and SAP Build process automation, we are going to dive into SAP Build Work Zone. But firstly we have to be well aware what is SAP Build process automation and apps. So then only we can use SAP Build Work Zone. Okay, so in today's video I am going to cover the unit 1 mostly, and if the video is not stretching that long, and also complete unit 2 of BPA. So all the study materials are provided by SAP in the form of learning journeys. I'll provide you the link to this page that I am right now. You will find it in my description box. And also I have made some hard copy notes, okay, study materials, which I have myself written it. Okay, I'll also provide it the PDF of that in my GitHub account. You can go and download over there. So if you're planning to give the certification for SAP Build, okay, which is low code no code citizen developer, so for that these notes might come in handy. So do not forget to check out the notes that I'm providing, and stay tuned for more videos like this, and subscribe to the channel. So let's get started. So today we are going to see what is BPA and why we are going to use it. Okay, so firstly we will go to the theory part, because theory part is very important in this. We can't just go and do it practically without any prior knowledge. So first we are going to look at theory part. What is BPA, why businesses use it, what's the advantages of it, okay, and how we are going to implement it. Okay, so we are just going to go through it, and then we are going to perform it practically through exercises. So let's get started. So as you can see here, this is unit 1. There are 1 2 3 4 5 6 units. Okay, so we are going to go through unit 1. So in this they have explained what is SAP build process automation. So let's go over here. So as you can see here in the diagram, the path to SAP build process automation. Okay, so before the development of SAP build, okay, there was no SAP build such kind of thing before. Okay, when we were too young, or when we were not aware even SAP exists. Okay, so at that time only these three things were there: SAP workflow management, SAP intelligent robot process automation, that is RPA, and customers. Okay, there was not such thing as SAP build. So what is SAP build process automation? It's a solution. Keep in mind, okay, whenever you speak to clients or you speak to your boss, you must use business English. Okay, in business English, we don't call it as a service or any other word. Okay, we call it as a solution. Okay, so BPA is a solution that evolved out of the former standalone SAP products. Okay, this BPA is combination of these two products of SAP, that is workflow management and intelligent RPA, robot process automation. It provides a new citizen developer experience that didn't exist in neither of the two former products. So what is citizen developer? Citizen developer means a developer who doesn't have who is not that tech savvy, okay, who doesn't have any knowledge about coding. He doesn't know what is API, how it works, or what is HTML, how we can code in HTML and style using CSS, or perform actions using JavaScript. He or she doesn't have any knowledge what is React JS and all that. He just want to create a website for his business as quickly as possible so that he can use it. So for that, the developers who create website by just dragging and dropping the UI elements and also the functions. Even you can add logic to your website through flow functions, okay, which is also comes in drag and drop UI. So that kind of developer is called citizen developer. So we all are here citizen developers. We don't write code, or we don't design the UI by coding. We just drag and drop UI elements which are already available by SAP Build, and we just drag and drop it and we design our UI within just a few time. Okay, so that's what is BPA. So BPA is a combination. So BPA is different in SAP Build apps. It's different. So whatever I just told you, designing the UI and all, adding the function flow logic, that comes in SAP Build apps. Okay, don't get confused between SAP Build apps and SAP Build process automation. These are totally different solutions. Okay, SAP Build apps is first component in SAP Build. SAP Build process automation is the second component. Okay, so let's see what we can do with it. Let's go to next lesson. Managing business processes with business process management software. Okay, so why business need business process management software? Okay, so it needs this BPMS, business process management software, okay, to automate things. Okay, so there are a lot of activities going on in day-to-day business, right? Like sending forms for approvals, or filling out the timesheet by the employees and all that. So these are these tasks are done on a regular basis. They are not done occasionally. Every day these tasks are done, and uh, it becomes tedious to do it each and every day manually. Okay, so what if there was an automated process which does all these tasks for us? So here comes business process management. It helps you to bring structure into large amount of your company's business process. It helps to prevent potential chaos and to clearly define and manage the processes. Okay, it helps to define and manage different business processes. This is also no code solution. Okay, same like how we are going to create apps in SAP Build apps. Similarly, we are going to create processes, workflows, okay, without any coding. Comparing good versus bad business process. So what is a good business process? Well, let's see. Well run processes improve communication between people and departments. Accuracy, speed, and efficiency are big advantages. Remember, accuracy, speed, and efficiency are big advantages. This can eliminate daily confusion or frustration and increase accountability within a team. Rather than blaming a process for delays or failures, okay, we just have to avoid these two things in our businesses, delays or failures. Team members are able to take on more responsibility and focus on their goals. So if these tedious tasks such as filling the timesheet, then this what else approval forms, okay, taking feedback from the users and all that, if that these simple easy tasks are automated by a robot, okay, or by some system, then the employees can focus on higher priority tasks, like, right? It can also save time of the employees. They can focus on more critical tasks and increase the profit of the company. So that's why SAP has brought this solution, business process management. I hope you're able to understand. So now let's see what is BPM, business process management. This is also very important. See all these things, if you are planning to go for certification, okay, these things are very important. Don't take it lightly, because in certification they will ask this question, theory questions mostly. What is BPM? What are the 6 stages in the BPM life cycle and all that? So let's go through it. So it's an approach to identify, analyze, measure, and improve an organization process. So BPM is not to be seen as just another software. Okay, it's not just a software, but it's a strive to for operational excellence. So using this, your company, your organization can achieve operational excellence. It helps company run faster, better, and at lower expense too. So companies are also the ultimate goal of every organization, every company is to get more profit by lowering the expense, right? Revenue generated must be more, and then out of that we get profits. Okay, so input must be less, output must be more. That's the ultimate goal of every organization. So to achieve this via BPM life cycle consists of 6 stages that a company should undertake to strive operational excellence. So let's see one by one what is this stage. I've created notes for this. Okay, handmade notes by me, you can check it out. So first step is design. So in design we identify existing processes and design new versions. Then we model it. Okay, look at how the processes should behave in different scenarios. We simulate like how this process is going to work in this scenario and what will happen if it work in some other scenario. Okay, then it's implement, carry out the process and align with supporting applications. It must implement in all type of environments. Okay, in all type of operating systems. Monitor, track improvements and see how they perform. Optimize, modify and improve the process based on feedback. If your customer is giving you some feedback and they need some modifications to be done, then you must optimize your processes as quickly as you could. If you are mainly using agile methodologies in your project management. Then comes re-engineering, change and simplify the process to fit evolving needs. So we must also change our process to be competent. Okay, be ahead of our competitors and give for customer satisfaction. So how you're going to remember these 6 steps? It's difficult, right? Remembering it like just learning at once. So what I've done, I use short forms. So remember it as this: DMI MOR, DMI more. Okay, remember it as DMI more. So D means design, M means model and implement. So this is DMI, and more is monitor, optimize, re-engineering. I've mentioned this thing in my notes. You can check it out. Business benefits of business process management. So let's see what are the benefits. So it enhances visibility in your organization activity, okay, and control over the key business tasks. Its ability to identify and solve bottlenecks or blocker saving, it saves time and cost of your company. Improve communication and collaboration across business departments. Agility due to adaptability of transparent and well documented process. Helps businesses to strive for organization efficiency. So to summarize, BPM is a broad discipline, okay, with a perspective of all the people, okay, information system and other things which generate outcomes. Is to streamline all the business processes. So elements of BPM systems. So now that you know that what is BPM and all its life cycle, DMI, MOR, you have to buy at this, okay. So let's dive into elements of BPM. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements in total, which is communication. As I said, it enhances communication and collaboration between different departments and people in the company. Process mapping, analytics, process engine, form creation, ability to integrate with other systems, and rule-based workflows, approval mechanisms. So in our coming learning journeys, we are going to dive into what is process mapping, how we are going to do it, analytics. We'll see process visibility through dashboards, okay, through visualizations, quick visualizations. We can see how to create forms, approval forms, trigger processes, and how to integrate with other systems like S4HANA or other non-SAP systems using action projects. Then we can also see rule-based workflows, okay, how we are going to create workflows, process variants and all that. Okay, so let's move on to next lesson. So key roles involved in a business process. Let's see. These are some important people who are going to be involved in BPA. So first is process owner. He is going to be responsible for uh, for all the processes from business perspective. Okay, this might come in the exam. Okay, who is the one who is responsible for process from business perspective? So you must select business process owner. Okay, so he triggers the process adjustments when something does not run smoothly. So he is the main person over here. Then comes initiator. So he starts the process by performing an action. So this might come as a customer. So these are mainly customers who use the product which has been developed, and they perform any actions like clicking a button or submitting a form. So this can happen knowingly or unknowingly. Then comes decision maker. He is responsible to take decisions that influence the direction of the process, like approvals or rejections and all that. Then comes process participants. These are mostly developers who perform the tasks within the process. They can be physically tasks or within this software systems. Then comes process instance reviewer and metrics reviewer. Has a particular interest in certain process runs for overall metrics. So he just looks at all the if everything is running smoothly or not. So these are one, two, three, four. These five people, okay, these five roles are very important to initiate BPA. Next, working modes in SAP Build. So there are four, and combining these four, we get a hybrid mode. So first is store. So this store is where you find all the pre-built processes and automation. You don't have to create the workflows and processes again and again. You can find a template from directly from the store, and you can just import it into your lobby. Okay, and you can start using it. You don't have to design the entire workflow from scratch. You will get a template. Okay, and you can modify it based on your requirements. Then comes process builder. This is very important. Process builder, this is where you are going to build processes. As a developer, this is going to be your development space. Okay, development environment where you're going to develop the processes and automations from scratch. If your company, if your boss told you don't use any templates, build the process from scratch, then you're going to come over here and start building your process. We'll also look how in detail how we are going to build the workflows, okay, the process. Then we can also reuse the workflows from SAP workflow management. So we can save our workflows, okay, and then we can again use it in the next. It's similar like a composite in SAC, okay, where we can reuse the things we have already made. We don't have to again and again build it. We can reuse automation also from RPA. If we have created some automation, then we can also use it. You don't have to create it again. And combining all these four, we get hybrid mode. Okay, pre-packaged process automation, and all this comes in a central place. So this is what I just told you, explained to you. You can go through this website. I'll give you the link. So as I said, you will have a builder tool where you're going to create your process. So this is the builder tool. It will be looking like this. Okay, so you can add a trigger. There will be trigger first. So the trigger is the main thing which will trigger your process. Okay, everything will start from here. This is the start and this is the end. Okay, in between this, various variants will come, various steps will come. So I won't go into deep that much in this video, but in my coming videos I am going to show you in detail how we are going to create this entire process in process builder. So what this process builder consists of, okay, as a citizen developer, how you're going to create a workflow, a process. So the process builder supports creation and use of forms and approval forms, automations, which we call as bots, decisions, business rules, actions, also called as skills, controls, and workflows, okay, which are developed in BAS, Business Application Studio. So we can also customize and build workflows. Okay, customized workflows are also being done here, but for that we have to do coding in SAP Business Application Studio. So this is something advanced version. We are not going to dive into this in our tutorial. We are just going to look at these things. Okay, we can, as I said, we can reuse our workflows from workflow management. Don't have to again and again create this. Hybrid mode, and that's it. Now let's go to quiz. Let's see if you have learned everything properly. So which of the following are stages in business process management practice? You guys try to solve this, okay, and I'll provide the answers in my notes. Okay, in if you want to check what are the answer of these questions, you can check out my GitHub where I have uploaded the answers there. This is the first question. I hope you have noted it down. This is the second question. This is the third question. This is the fourth question. This is the fifth question. This is the sixth question. This is the seventh question. So guys, one more thing I'd like to tell you. So whoever is going to prepare for LCNCE 2406 exam, that is low code no code developer. So I have a bunch of sample questions which have like 90% of chance in coming in appearing in the actual exam. Okay, so I have prepared the questions. I have got a list of questions, such questions. So if you guys want me to share it to you, let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'll create a repository, different repository in my GitHub, where I'm going to upload all the questions which have higher chance of appearing exam for SAC and for SAP build, both of the certifications. Okay, so I guess we are done with unit 1. Let's check. I guess we are done with unit 1. Yeah, we are done with unit 1. So in my next video, we are going to look at unit 2, which is reusing existing SAP build process automation content. Okay, so for this video, that's it. I'm going to share the notes for all these things in my GitHub account. Do not forget to check it out. I'll share the link in the description. And stay tuned for the next video for unit 2. And we are going to complete learning the entire thing, BPA, one by one. Okay, so then you can start building business processes and also integrate it with other systems, and you can also create apps for your businesses, and then you can also deploy it in a good website thing like a web app. Okay, a central place to navigate through your website. Okay, we are going to see how we are going to create site menu and all that using SAP build work zone. So that's something advanced. We're not going to look at it now. We are just going to study BPA first, and then we are also going to see how we can create apps in SAP build apps and integrate it with BPA. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you understood the concepts that I have taught you, and see you guys in the next video. Thank you.